All right, so welcome back to White House Farm. What we're working on today is the continuation of part one of the front brakes and rotors. We are now working on the rear brakes and rotors to this Mazda 2014 Mazda 3. And as you can tell, these rotors are shot. And they're so thin, there's nothing left to them. Also, the brake pads are also worn all the way down, so we're getting a lot of squealing and squeaking coming from back here. So we're going to replace both sides, passenger and driver side rear drum, or not drums, rotors and brakes. So all right, we're going to get into it. So we already got the tire off and got it jacked up, got the jack stands, and right now we're PV blasting the 4 caliper bolts on here. And also, one thing you got to remember, you have your brake cable that connects back in here. So when we take this off, we're going to go ahead and flop this over to the side. Don't really need to mess with the brake cable there. The mechanic's position.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you might have had a brake leak there. That's why it looks like it's oil.
Right there? It's like all caked down.
Yeah.
So what do you think that was? Like brake fluid leaking?
Yeah. Happens. What's that?
I got both of them already.
That.
Yeah.
Almost like you know what you're doing.
No. Almost.
Alright, we got both those bolts off. Should be able to pull that off of there. And that's going to be connected to your brake line.
That's on there. There we go.
There we go. Yep. So now just
Punchy.
yeah. You're going to go with that top pull there and then try and bungee it up somewhere on there. Now it's out of your way.
Yep.
Alright, so now you can take those back 2 bolts off there.
Trying to think what I used for that one.
Look at that one brake pad, how it's just like disintegrated.
Yeah.
That's where the noise is coming from, that's for sure.
Yep. It's almost off, but damn.
Yep. Those 2 bolts, the top one was rusted pretty good. The bottom one was easy to get off. That happens. Love our Northeast, lots of rust. Yeah, it's gonna be a brand new braking car. You're gonna have new everything on.
Yeah.
At least your brake lines are good. We don't have to replace them.
Yeah,
Knock on wood.
That sounds like a hairy job.
Yep. Look at that. Yeah, both bolts out of there?
No, they're just hanging by a thread.
Literally. Yep, so the slide pin bolts was a 13 mil and the back bolts there are 14 mil for the rear.
Hey, chicken.
Yep. Chickens are visiting. Those are good luck chickens.
Supervisor.
Oh, they just came out from under the car too.
Dan, act serious. Supervisor's here.
Yep. Don't be a chicken.
I keep thinking it's like hand tight, or it's like loose enough to use my hand.
Yeah,
and
it'll do that to you. When you don't hear clicking on there, or it starts just moving and there's no clicking, that's when you know you're at the end.
Okay.
There we go. Let's take a look at that beaut. All right. Oh yeah. It's falling apart. But
You want some chips, Dan?
and look how the uneven wear on there. Look at that. See how that brake pad's a lot thicker there?
Yeah.
And that's just worn down to like nothing.
Yep.
So, yep.
Nice marks in there.
All right. You can go ahead and pull that rotor off. Let's see if you can pull. Let's see if this is rusted on there. Go ahead. Try and pull that off.
Common theme here, guys.
Yep. So it's rusted on there. What did we do?
spray it and hit it with a sledgehammer. Well, hit it with a sledgehammer mostly.
Yep, but let's go ahead and cover up the lug bolts there so we don't mar up the threads. That's the last thing you want to do. Just zip those on there just a little bit, just to cover them. Yeah, and just wrap the outside. Since we're not using these rotors ever again, putting on brand new ones. And tap that side over here. All right. We're gonna put some spray in here. This sucker is rusted on there pretty good. And this is where you want to hit in here.
Oh my gosh, feel a little rust coming down.
Yeah. And that's why you put those on, so you don't.
Oh, it's getting loose.
Smoke and mirrors. Just hit that side. There you go.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks, Dan. It's definitely all me.
I know you've been having trouble with the sledges today.
I just know with my luck, I'm gonna hit the wrong part.
But
then,
see how when you put those on, you're not gonna mar up your threads. There we go. We're gonna have to clean that up good.
Yeah.
Get all that rust off of there.
Let's go out of here.
Look at that.
Destroyed.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty bad.
Maybe I should park my car in the garage once in a while.
All right, let's head inside. You gonna do some brake work with us, huh, Peanutella? Sorry, I don't have any food on me right now to give you. Yeah, she's a mama. She's had 3 babies. You can check out those videos on our YouTube channel. She's a good squirrel. We've had her since she was a baby. But on to what we're working on. So let's go ahead and get these brake pads out of here, and we'll check the hardware here and see if it's still good. If it's rusted up and stuff, then they give us new ones to replace that. If not, we'll just go ahead and bust them down with a little bit of help here. Knock this one out first.
Nice.
And just hang on to one of them. Yeah.
That's what I'm here or?
No, these ones, you ain't gotta worry about these. That's one we'll use to compress the brake pads. So go ahead and clean those up. Actually, let me take a look. Inspect them. If they're rusty, broken, anything like that, then you want to replace these. These actually look pretty decent, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and clean those up. Alright, so those are cleaned up nice. And nothing's broken, rusted, so that's a good thing. So now we can go ahead and put a little never sees in between each one of these where it rides in there. That's all you need, is a little bit in through there. Now we go ahead and put the brake pads in. This is definitely easier. There we go.
It's already in, just like that? Wow.
Yep.
No kidding.
Just make sure nothing's there. Okay. Alright, so new brake pads are in. Now we can go ahead and pull these. And pull them out. Alright. So that doesn't have the plastic on it or anything. And you just inspect the rubber boots here, make sure they're not cracked or anything like that. These actually look pretty good. So we'll go ahead and throw some new anti-seize on there and get them back on there.
Same thing here. There's no.
Yep.
Yeah. Piece.
Same. Bolts are the same. All right. So we'll never seize these up and throw them back in. Yeah, and then push them back on just like that, so that the boot is all the way on there. And you can twist it just to get them on there. Yep. And go ahead and check them. Just give them squeezes. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Yep, perfect. All right, so let's head back over and start getting everything all installed here. So now we're gonna go ahead and bust all the rust off of here. That's where your rotor is gonna sit. And then we're gonna put a little bit of never seize in between each of these so the rotors don't stick like it did. Have at it. So these are the rotors for the rear, 4888-1500. They are different than the front. So that's the part number if you need them. And brake pads here. That's the part number for the rear brake pads. So what he's going to do now, he's going to take this rotor out and we're going to brake clean the rotor because there's oils on it that you want to get off. Because they store them so that way they don't rust and stuff. And you just want to get all the oils off of there. So you're just going to brake clean the front and back of the rotor. Get those oils off. Perfect. And you'll do this again once you're done putting everything together. You want to hit it once more because you may touch the rotor when you're getting everything else on there. Main thing is get the initial oils off of here. What you're going to be putting on over there is going to be mostly like brake dust and everything from touching everything else. Alright, so after busting off all that rust, now we're going to go ahead and put a little never seize in between there so we don't have that problem taking the rotor off again. Especially here in the Northeast, once again, nothing but rust. Yep. Alright, so we got the new rotor on, so let's go ahead and assemble our caliper back together here, and then we can go ahead and just start putting everything back together. So, unfortunately we gotta get a new caliper and bracket. This caliper is definitely shot. It can be remanufactured, and that's why they charge a core deposit on it. So we got the new one coming, and unfortunately we're about a week out, so that sucks. But we got the part coming, and we'll go ahead and take all this apart, and we'll be able to send this back, get the core deposit, and get our new one on here and continue the video. So you're getting how to put on a new piston, new brake caliper, and the rear brakes.
Till next time.
All right, so putting these back in, they were hard to come off, and I noticed that, like, trying to put them in, they'd end up stopping and sticking and not going in right. So they could have been put in on an angle. So I went ahead and re-tapped this one, and now the bolt goes in nice and smooth how it should. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for this side here, and then that way it'll be nice and smooth. Make sure you're lined up. And for these, It's the M10X or M10 by 1.25. So now we'll take our bolt. There we go. Nice and smooth. Goes in nice. That's how it should be. So, alright. Let's get back over there and get this installed now. Alright, so I wanted to show you another way to put on your brake pads here. You could do it the way we did there, or you could put them on once they're on here. Yep. And you'll push them right up tight to it. And remember, our one with the squealer is going to go on the back side here. And same thing, you're just going to push it in just like I did on the front here. May have to give it a little tap in there, get it right up against that rotor. Alright, so those are the two different ways that you can put your brake pads on. So, like I said, you can pop them in, get this on, and then pop them in that way, or you can put them on while it's out of this and just put it on over. So, you got a couple different ways to do this now. This caliper on this Mazda, it's not your regular caliper. You can't just use compression to go ahead and press this down. You're going to need some sort of tool set like this right here, the Maddox disc brake pad and caliper service tool set kit, or a good set of pliers with some down pressure. And because this actually spins, this actually is a turn, it turns in. You can't just press this down, it's not going to go anywhere. So you either need a toolkit or a set of pliers, or I mean, I've seen other people use like oil can wrenches and stuff, and then twisting it as they're putting pressure with that. But if you run into this style, I'll show you here with the toolkit how to do it. You have many different options for your different style. I know on this Mazda, Mazda 3, it's going to take the number 7, and you're going to need all 3 of these pieces here. And what you're going to do, you're going to put this over here like this, and that's going to drop down in there like that. Alright, so we're going to take a 1/2 inch and we're going to tap this to get it off. There we go. All right, so here's that special toolkit. The other side, that caliper, the rubber boot on there was actually ripped, so there was no point in getting that done. We got to wait to get a new caliper for over there. But like I said, these are all different sizes. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description if you're looking to purchase these. And they fit all different types. And this is for your rotational calipers. So let's go ahead and get this on here. I'll show you. And then you're going to want to put your set number 7 piece. So that's one that fits this one. It's going to fit in there just like that. And now those two are going to go right on top of that. Then you're going to tighten this up right here. All right, so now you can see we have our number 7 on top, and then we have this all set. We got this tightened all the way up on here, and now all you're going to do is turn clockwise, and this is going to apply pressure down and twist at the same time. And you can watch how this is going to come flush with that band down there. So all we're going to do is turn it. You can see it turning right in there. Get it all the way down. Keep turning this, and you'll feel it bottom out, like right there. So that bottomed out. And you can see how the rubber is down now, so that's all flush. So your caliper is now all compressed. And this will pull right out of there. And look, got your number 7 on there because there's a magnet, so it kind of holds it on there for you. And now you can see, yep. Now we can go ahead and place this back on here. Press in our slide pins here. There we go. Now we put our 2 pins back on and we're all set. So that's how you use the rotational caliper brake pad service tool. So you do need these for the rear on here and for any type of caliper that has this special type of twist rotation for compressing your calipers. So once again, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description if you need to get one of these. Like I said, you could also use needle-nose pliers, all types of stuff, but you know, having a tool is having the right tools for the job is definitely worth it. So all right, let's go ahead and continue on. Go ahead and get our bolts back in here. And we're going to need to tighten this with the wrench up top once we get it as tight as we can get it here. Alright. A little never sees on here. All right, so just like we did with the front brakes, take it for a test drive, breaking it in. Once again, get up to like 45 or so and then slow down. Don't jam on your brakes. Yep, nice and smooth.
Smooth, yeah, very smooth. A lot different than it was before.
So no more stuttering and
pulsing,
jolting,
yeah.
pulsing. And you got all your brakes done all the way around now.
Yeah, feels like a new car.
And new caliper.
Yeah.
So, all right, working good. And we're all set here. So once again, we hope you guys like, enjoy, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as usual, we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. You can't say goodbye without saying goodbye to me. All right, Olaf. We'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye, Obo.
Bye, guys.